baby. You already know what it is. Welcome to the Milan Weekly Podcast Channel. Tonight, on Coast to Coast, we're going to talk round the 16, baby. We're going to recap today's game. We're going to get you ready for Spezia on the weekend. And don't worry, we're going to talk about the rest of the Italians. Let's go!
Welcome to Milan Weekly Podcast, Coast to Coast, with your hosts, Geo and Fabio.
Benvenuti nella casa
Giroud in area, si gira, sinistro, rete, gol capolavoro di Olivier Giroud.
Mignon with another magical save.
Geo Hernandez, coast to coast, del numero 19.
Leao carica il mancino. Eccolo qua, Rafa Leao.
Il Milan è campione d'Italia.
Hello, everybody. Welcome, Milanisti of the world. Welcome to the Milan Weekly Podcast Channel. I'm Fabio, joined by my partner, Geo.
What the fuck? You didn't put me in? You didn't put me in? What's going on here?
I was going to give you like the little...
No. I gotta be on. Okay, go with your intro.
All right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Milan.
Coast to coast, baby.
There you go. Obviously, we are not alone tonight. We have our brother, Vinny. Oh, there was a lot of it today.
Multiple times have we heard this tonight. Ladies and gents, I have had a couple of beers tonight. I am here with our interns, Fabio and Giro, Milan coast to coast, or not obbligo di riscatto, because we're not obligated to sign you for next year, is diritto di riscatto for our channel. Guys, this is a celebration. I wanted to join our guys, Gio and Fabio. What a day to celebrate, right? I don't want to think about Serie A right now. I don't want to think about, who we're going to face. Oh, my God, we're going to lose. Fuck everybody. This is the last time we're in Champions League since our gold jersey. So let's take this time to celebrate. That is it. That is all. Excuse me. This is your show. You don't want to put me on. You wanted to introduce me, Gio.
I wanted to give you a good introduction.
No. I'm nobody. I'm a nobody. But just let me just.
I'm not going to waste the graphic. Special guest, Vinny T.
Multiple of these were. Go ahead.
All right. Well, tonight is episode 13 of our season 2. It's punching our ticket, baby. Of course, I'm talking about the 8-year long wait to finally get through to the next round, to the knockout round. So, Vinny, listen, you're our guest. Let's get straight into it, all right? Now, I'm going to kind of go piece by piece here now. The starting lineup that you saw, what were you thinking when you saw it? Were you happy to see Krunic in there? Did you have any... First of all,
long live King Krunic. You know I'm a big admirer of Krunic. And, guys, okay, let's be serious for a moment. We like to joke around about Krunic, but let's be honest, he's been a more consistent player, and there's been a lot more good games that he's given us than bad games. And if Pioli decided to put him on, it's because he believed in him, right? Forget the goal that he scored. And, for me, he was a 11 out of 10 tonight, obviously, because he's King Krunic. But the way I looked at the starting lineup, I'm like, Pioli put out his best starting 11, and he believed in the starting 11. That's what I felt. Now, I will be very honest, is that I felt more nervous with the starting 11 against Torino. Excuse me, not necessarily the starting 11 against Torino. The match before Torino than this match against Red Bull Salzburg, because I truly believed that when we played Torino, our minds were on Salzburg, and that was a mistake. That was a mistake, and it's learning curves. And honestly, guys, if the price to pay to make it to the Champions League is to a loss to Torino, I'll fucking take it any day of the week and twice on Sundays.
You
That's
know
what
what?
I say.
I agree with that. I would just say I would have wished it was just dropped like 2 points instead of all 3. But that's neither here or there. Gio, let me ask you, brother. When you saw the lineup, did you see anything were you hoping for Messias? Were you happy to see Rebic on the right side?
Nah, man, I don't know that. I just seen Krunic at the number 10, but hey, man, he earning his stripes and stuff like that. But you know what? Like today's game, man, like I said, like I'm not gonna call nobody out. But even though Leao, you gotta do better. But like this was a team effort. You see that in the first half we were shaky, and then what happened? Kalulu diving himself, boom, in front of the ball. Then Tomori does it. Then Kyer does it, and then I was like, okay, these guys really want to punch their ticket.
But
It's just hard that we need. You feel me?
but Gio, you're saying about Leao. Did you not see a difference from Leao? You know, in the other games where he was trying to do too much by himself, I felt the same thing today, but it was working. It was working for him against
Yes.
Chelsea. Against Chelsea, you could see that he was forcing himself to do too much by himself. But today, would it be the assists? And God damn it! And I was told it's Benacer. Benacer, you are a God's gift to fucking Milan. Honestly, it's incredible what you brought to the team, the way you've set up the plays. People want to talk about the assists here. Benacer set up those plays, guys. Look back at the replays, right? And even our Algerian friend, maybe he might be biased, but we was at the game at Chacharo's, and he said when Benacer came out, there was a 10 minutes span where they attacked. They attacked thoroughly Red Bull. He's like, did you see in French? Benacer is not there, and they're attacking. But honestly, do you not think like Leao might not, but do you not see the difference between him trying too much, like example against Chelsea, and trying too much here, where it proved I don't know if it's the quality of the team, but I have nothing bad to say about Leao today.
Yeah, I would agree. I would say it's definitely the quality of the team here. And definitely, different country, play different style. Chelsea's, they're a great quality club and they have a lot of depth, but I guess it's kind of not fair to really match the two of them. But I'd say that Leao today did all the right things, with the exception of finally getting into the back of the net. He had a great chance where he slid, just touched, and the ball hit the crossbar. I mean, what more can the guy do? But he created a lot of plays. He created Drew's second goal. But let me go back, because there's somebody that we got to give a lot of love.
You're going to talk about Krunic, first of all.
No, hold on.
No, excuse me. Let's stop right there. For all these haters, Davey,
there's a lot of them
from
out there.
Patreon, listen to me very carefully.
Rock Nation.
Rock Nation Husney. Rock Nation Husney is a pretender.
David's the worst.
Krunic, guys, on a serious note, we love Krunic, right? Krunic has done his job year in and year out. I'm not talking about the goal today. How many games has he not performed compared to the ones that he has performed? And it's Krunic here, guys. King Krunic. You want to make fun of him? All good. I love the guy as a joke, right? But guys, honestly,
I'm sorry. When we need him, Viddy,
he's there, guys. I'm sorry, he's fucking there.
Not on the right wing, though. Not on the right wing.
All right, no. Nobody said right wing. But when he's playing,
I think that's just a position that's dead right now.
Yeah,
guys, if Krunic is on before Diaz, what does that tell you?
Yes, before CDK. All right,
because
Pioli trusts him. And last year, when we got down to the crunch and there wasn't a CDK and Diaz wasn't doing what he was doing, We put our faith in Krunic. And again, this is what I don't understand. Guys, not everybody is going to be a star player, okay? Everybody and a championship team knows their position. Krunic knows his position. He plays whatever the hell Pioli asks him to play, and he does it more than average. So what more can you expect of the guy? How many games you're like, Krunic cost us the game? No, but you can look at important games, and Krunic is right there, and on top of scoring a goal today. But I want to say one thing, all right, is that this guy, Capitano Teo, I love this guy. This guy was the engine today.
Excuse me, some hate, Davey. Krunic doesn't deserve to be a part of starting 11. If I have a chance to replace him, maybe. Davey, go back to bed. Please go back to bed. It's King Krunic. I had a couple of drinks. I'm having a good time. We fucking qualify for the Champions League. This is a celebration, guys. I don't want no fucking negativity. I don't want no negativity. You talk
shit about a player who scored today?
Davey,
are you a Milan fan or what?
Davey bet against you that what did he bet against you last year?
Not last year.
Mandzukic who's going to score 3 goals.
3 goals.
Oh,
3 goals.
Shh, Davey.
Shh. Send Davey the link. Him and Vinny should battle it out right now.
But guys,
because Vinny's like by their Pioli. He's stuck to the bed sheets for Krunic.
On an honest note, it's like, am I thinking about that we're gonna reach a Champions League final? Absolutely not. This is a big step for Milan. The way we won 4-0, okay, against a team that gave us a hard time and gave a hard time to every other team in this group. Okay,
they're a good squad at home, definitely.
We were a good squad at home, and looking at the possible people that we're going to be facing, I'm going to say this, guys, and I'm going to, you know what, we're going to talk about this game. I'm going to leave you guys talk about the rest of your show because this is your show. You know what? Give me fucking PSG.
PSG.
Give me Real Madrid.
We can't play PSG.
There's one thing. No, hold on. Let me speak.
Let
me speak. No, I didn't fucking drink too much.
Place.
I didn't drink too much.
Second place that we can't.
Oh shit! Okay, so no PSG.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, sorry. Let me rephrase.
I want the wig.
The one team I do not want to face. The one team I don't want to face is Bayern Munich. Give me everybody else.
100%.
Give me
Bayern Munich and
everybody
Man
else.
City, I'd like to avoid.
Because you know what? If City, we have to get Manchester City. Show us where we're at. If we get demolished, show us where we're at. Right? That's the way I see it. So, all the other teams, who can we face, guys?
Tottenham.
Tottenham?
I have a
yeah, I want the wig. I want the wig. I want to send his wig back to Turkey.
Guys, you know what? Benfica.
3 of them are not good.
Give me Manchester City. Did I not say what did you tell me off when I said Manchester City? I said Manchester City, Gio.
I didn't say no. You said PSG, and I said.
Oh yeah, sorry, I fucked up. Give me Manchester City. Give me Real Madrid. You know, the only 2 teams out of this possible 6, Real Madrid and Bayern Munich. But I wouldn't.
Benfica is riding really high right now.
No, but you know what, guys? If you give me Bayern Munich or Real Madrid, I'm gonna go in like, let's hope for a good game. All these other teams, guys, I'm sorry. I think we can beat them because they're gonna come in thinking, "Oh, it's Milan. We're gonna beat them, no problem." Right? Fuck you. That's the way I think. Right? Porto, Tottenham, Benfica, Manchester City. Manchester City has lost games in the EPL. Okay? And guys, Manchester City, what have they done in the Champions League in the last 5 years?
They haven't done anything. But the thing is that this is their main objective. You would assume that you're going to get a full throttled Manchester City. And listen, if we struggled with Chelsea, I can only imagine the level that we're going to struggle with.
Excuse me. We struggle against Chelsea.
In
the first game, guys, I'm sorry if King Krunic would have scored that goal in the first half, the game was going to be completely different. Yeah. In the second half, if it wasn't for a referee fucking up that game, it would have been a completely different game. So looking at all those different opponents, honestly, I think Stevie P would say the same thing. if it is Man City, if it is Bayern Munich, show us where we're at. How bad are we, or how good are we? Are we losing 4-0 to our Bayern Munich? Are we taking it to Bayern Munich? Or because guys, let's be honest, Bayern Munich is Bayern Munich, and for us qualifying in this round, it's all about the money. Gio, you talk about this money all the time, right?
Mhm.
I don't know if they're gonna put this money to use, but it's all about the money.
Yeah, I mean, we made like 10 million out the group stage just off wins and one draw. So I'm happy about that. And there's players. Okafor, Kalulu finally he took he played good against them today. So I'm happy about that. Yeah, somebody.
But again, he's not going to be on a motorcycle.
Yeah, but
Some people are
somebody's going
saying
crazy over here. I don't know what the hell is going
some
on.
people
but
are saying that I'm drunk. I might be tipsy and having a good time, but guys, you understand it's since 2013, if I'm not mistaken, we haven't been in the
So
Champions
you
League
want me to
group
bring the
stage.
gold jersey out, Vinny? got
You
it
want
in
me
the
to bring
closet.
out my gold jersey?
Bring it out,
Nice.
Vinny. Go do it.
There you go.
I'll be back.
Listen, Vinny is happy tonight, all right? Whether he's had one drink, two drinks, or plenty, it doesn't matter. We all deserve it as Milan fans. This is a long time coming. Again, like everything Milan does, they don't let us know ahead of time. We got to wait until the last minute. But thank God this game, we pretty much had it under control the whole game. Gio, while we still have Vinny with us, while he gets his shirt going, let's do tops and flops of the game, all right? So we'll start with you, G. Who's your top and why?
On my top, I'm gonna give it. Oh, Balotelli.
Guys,
That's
but
awesome.
this jersey had the pocket. Remember, it had the breast pocket over here.
It's on the other side.
Top and
Oh,
flops.
wow.
Top and
Yeah,
flops.
so
By the
my-
way,
my-
I saw
my
this jersey
top-
on eBay for $165. Carry on.
My top is crazy, man. Because a lot of people won't think it is, but you know what? I'm gonna give it to Mr. Flipper himself. Tata in the first half, he had some saves, man. He had some saves, and now I'm questioning him about that Torino first goal, because in this game he came out aggressive, and that was the same. It was in the same area as the Torino thing and everything, and he came out and he grabbed the ball with balls, man, and that's what I like. So Tata, that's my top.
Vinny, who do you think was your best, your top today?
You know what I was gonna say, like Gio, but Tata Rusano had some fantastic saves, guys. At certain points, there was a couple of missed shots from Red Bull, but I was at the bar. I'm like, well, what great positioning by Tata Rusano. But honestly, guys, I have to say, for me, Benacer, guys. Benacer is fantastic. He's been the most. People want to talk about Leao being our best player. I don't have any arguments with that. But Benacer being our most consistent player all year. And I've noticed today when you sub them out, sometimes, there's some things that you don't pay attention to. And, they didn't score on us. I'm not saying that. But the difference in the other team. And Tonali had said in the previous interviews, like, he's a point of reference to me when I'm playing in midfield. But Benacer, for me, this is my personal opinion, for me was the man of the match. Sorry, let me hold it up again. Look at this jersey, guys.
That is a nice jersey.
$180 on eBay. I don't know about the Balotelli.
You bought it right now, Vinny? Why would you spend that?
No, I bought this like in 2013. Look at this. Got this patches.
That's
It's got
nice.
everything. It's got everything.
I
But
told you.
yeah. How about you, Fabio? Top and flop?
All right, my top, all right? I kind of have like a 1A and 1B. All right, so obviously I want to give Leao love. The guy played a great game. But it's really...
Fabio. You lying because the Spaces is recorded and you called him out. So don't play yourself, Fabio.
No, but he had to... Okay, and every time we
right
do
now.
this...
You're doing a Kanye. So
I don't know how this is a Kanye. I don't know how that's a correlation. But listen, I'm just saying this, right? Layout.
You're doing a
I
Kanye.
saw him working. Listen, you know who scored 2 today? That's the guy who I think was the top. I think it was Giroud. The guy was working really hard. That header, again, phenomenal cross by Tonali. This guy needs to be doing all of our crosses.
I would like to announce something. Guys, we scored on a corner kick. I just
That's
wanted
right.
I just wanted
That's
to
right.
We scored on a
I
corner kick.
know. It's shocking as you all, as Milan fans, we might be to hear that we scored on any sort of set piece whatsoever. But we did it. We did it. And Giroud with a powerful header in the 14 minutes. Then he cleaned up on the third one. Listen. But that for me and my B is Dale. Dale was working really
Dale was
hard
good
today.
Yeah.
Dale hit the crossbar. He, I believe he had an assist. Did he not? If not, he had a bunch of chances. He was dangerous on that side. Again, Dale is one of the best, if not the best, left back in the world. With him and Leao on our left side, our left side is dangerous. It just makes it so comedically awful how the right side is nothing, right? Really. But Kalulu.
By the way, like, we know that the man of the match was Krunic. That's why we didn't nominate him.
This is
the
true.
Top,
Also very true.
No, but I want to know about you guys as the flop of the game. Because you know what? We won 4-0. And then, you know what, guys? Let's be honest. We would have asked any of our fans or any Milan fans around the world. Nobody would have predicted 4-0. Let's be honest. Right? So
Yeah.
Who is Gio? Let me ask you, who is the flop of the match for you?
The flop on the match in the first half are Kyer and Tomori, because they was looking shaky. You feel me? But they stepped it up in the second half. So I would get, if they had to be flops, it would be them just for the first half performances. They were all over the place. But I just appreciate like Tomori. I know you talked about Chelsea bad and it's gone downhill for now. Now it's time for yourself to pick yourself up. You know, we've had better legends than Chelsea will ever have in their lifetime. And that's facts. I don't care about that Premier League money and nothing. And I don't dislike Chelsea because I got a couple of Chelsea friends. Shout out Medu over there at the VVP chat. Shout out my dude Jam out there in England and stuff like that. I don't have any anything like that, but you know what? Like Tomori, just relax. You're at a great club and let's just advance. Let's get Spurs. Let's get Manchester City. And everybody knows. To me, I'm not really scared of Manchester City, to be honest with you, because Pep Guardiola, you know, he always got the diarrheas in the knockout. So he might sit out Holland for the 2 games and we win like 4-0 or whatever, and on aggregate, and we move on. You know, that's Cacadiola, you know. I mean, hopefully Terry's in the chat.
Process what I'm hearing. Did you just utter that Pep Guardiola is not going to play Holland when in the Champions League?
He said that
he does shit like that, Fabio. He does.
He's going to do that.
Fabio,
leave him his opinion. Leave him his opinion, please.
Fabio, he plays a 4-4-3 all year, and then versus Leon, he played a 3-5-2. Like what the hell? Like he does dumb shit in that knockout round. So he might leave Holland on the bench. He might think Julian Alvarez is better than him.
I want to say one thing before you tell me.
No, I want to ask you your flop.
No, my flop is counteracting what Gio just said. Because he said Kier and Tomori. No.
It's Kajar, by the way.
It was unfortunately Kier. Kier was the flop of this game. And thank God nothing really bad happened. But when you have to nitpick little things to find a flop, unfortunately, there was a couple of plays in the first half and definitely in the second half as well where Tomori saved Kier. And there was one play like pretty early on. Tomori made a great play on, what's the guy's name? Adamu, whatever his name is, in the 17th minute. Even, what's his name, was great alongside. Obviously, I said Dale was great. Kalulu was good. But unfortunately, if you have to pick one guy just to nitpick, it's going to be Kier. Kier was the worst of the two. And I know he's still kind of suffering from the injury, everything else. If we have to kind of pick, unfortunately, the Viking is my low man this week.
I'm gonna.
Can I ask you a question before you go, Vinny?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. I know this is gonna be like a crazy episode because I see a lot of things that like a lot of our players have to like adapt 1 to 2 seasons. and they put Theo Hernandez in there. To me, he has hit the highest ceilings since he came, since the
He's getting
preseason
better
or
every
first
year.
season. So I don't know how it took him to adapt. Y'all gotta relax. Pioli not a magical worker like that. That's putting Theo on that thing. Like he doing great job, but like Theo, as soon as the first preseason game versus Bayern Munich, he was off the racks and we missed him. But nah, man, I'm Vinny. I'm happy, man. That computer screen would have went today. I would have got fired today. I'm sorry. If we would have not advanced, I
You know
would
what,
have got
guys?
fired. Man.
Guys, it's a celebration. I
And
think
we drinking Happy Dads. We're not
we
sponsored,
are.
but hopefully they these is the Canadian boys out there, Vinny. This
What
is
about
the
we
milk
need that
boys.
Modelo money? Come on, Modelo.
Modelo. Look, guys, I'm gonna say one thing. I'm gonna agree with Kajar. Not that he had a bad performance, but definitely the flop of the match. But I wanted to give a special mention to the referee of this game. Guys, the referee, I don't remember his name, but refed a fantastic game. We like to shit on referees when it's
He's
time.
from Spain, Vinny.
He let everything go, guys, on both sides, right? I think there was maybe 1 or 2 yellow cards. He let everything go. Guys, on the Kalulu foul, if you look back at it, let's be honest, it could have been called a penalty in some matches,
In
right?
Serie A because it's corrupt, but not there.
But I loved it, guys. To this referee, honestly, good job. He really let it flow
But
on
he's
both
a Madrid
sides.
fan, Vinny. He be giving fake penalties for Madrid all the time.
But for that, I wanted to give a special mention to the referee. Gentlemen, I'm going to leave you talk coast to coast for the rest of the episode. I just want to take the time to, guys, from the bottom of our hearts, not just mine, it's been a long fucking time. We will see you in February, right? We got Champions League. They want to give us Manchester City. They want to give us Bayern Munich. They want to give us any top teams. We got it, right? I'm not saying we're going to win, but let's test ourselves. And that is it. That is all.
Ric
right?
Flair always says, you want to be the man?
Woo!
You got to beat the man.
So,
woo! That's how it is.
I will leave you guys to finish off this podcast. I am extremely happy. I really am. You know what? People want to say, like, I'm drunk, whatever. You know what? I'm feeling happy. Because if I was drunk, I wouldn't be coherent right now.
Listen,
I am
you deserve it. Like
I'm extremely happy.
Vinny, you
for
can't
my
wash
team.
that jacket no more. Colin said.
Colin said I can't. Guys, by the way, I got this jacket. I don't even know where it
Show
came
him,
from.
Vinny. Show him, Vinny.
Hold on. Have you guys ever seen this jacket?
In the chat.
Yeah. That's a great.
Vinny is on drunk life.
I am drunk on life. I'm drunk on life, and it's been a while. It's been a while that I haven't been this happy for my team. I was stressing since I got to work this morning. I took the afternoon off, and we watched it with a couple of guys at Chicharo's, my cousin Bizak, and a couple of young kids, and Milan fans.
Shout out to Geo, man. I can't wait to go eat a pizza at San Gennaro's. Pizza
there we
when
go.
I make it to Cannes.
Guys, it's been a long time, man. It's been a fucking long time that we've been here. Enjoy yourselves. Don't talk about Napoli. Don't talk about Inter. Talk about Milan. Don't talk about Serie A and what we're going to talk about. Milan being in the fucking Champions League round of 16, guys. Can you just concentrate on the fucking positive and don't pick on the negatives? Let's go to February. Let's see what we happen. The draw is this Monday, guys, if I'm not mistaken.
6
correct?
a.m.
6 a.m.
Yes.
At 6 a.m. But before 6 a.m. on Monday, right? Who do we have, guys, on Saturday? We got Spezia.
We got Spezia, man. Another tough thing.
Let's smack fucking Spezia, right?
In Cremonese.
And Cremonese. Then we're going to take a break. No, I think we have another team.
No, we got Fiorentina.
That's the last.
Fiorentina, they're going to throw the book at us. So
let's smack Fiorentina. And let's hope we don't have a jersey like this for our next Champions League. So, guys, enjoy yourselves. Live in the moment, right? Don't start thinking about, again, oh my God, we're going to get Bayern Munich. Oh my God, we're going to match. Fuck everybody.
Bring them on.
Siamo
you want to
Milan.
win, you got to pick. That's right.
Siamo Milan. That is it. That is all. I don't give a shit. We have Messias. I don't give a shit. We have Salamakers. I don't give a shit.
Oh, La Messiah.
La Messiah.
Curler.
Speak ill not of a man who scored in back-to-back games.
We have Krunic. That is
we
it.
have Krunic.
And that is all. Guys, I will let you. Yes, I am on fire, guys. I'm feeling. Keep Krunic's name out of your fucking mouth, okay? King Krunic is Borini 2.0, okay? There was Lord Borini, now there's King Krunic. And I will let you guys finish off this podcast, and I'll be repeating myself, but look at Krunic. Look at Krunic. I love the guy. Guys, let's just enjoy the fucking moment. Can we just stop being negative? Stop being about everything about
the
Milan.
podcast in Spanish.
Sí, porque el Milan me gusta, me gusta la cerveza. And by the way, Gio, AC Milan Español. Did you see
I gotta do it.
They sent us a tweet.
I didn't get the login. I gotta do it, Vinny.
No, but on the Twitter, they sent us a Twitter message. What is it called? DM. Yes.
Yeah. If we need a translator, I'm gonna be talking.
No. They said if you guys want to come on, we'll translate for you. I'm like, translate. We have Gio over here. Oh, sorry. We have Gio over here. Se habla español muy bien. Se llama cerveza. Me gusta Milan. But guys, all in all, I want you guys to have fun. Enjoy the rest of the podcast, guys. I think I'm going to convince Presidente there will be an obligo de riscatto at the end of the season. So we will have to sign you guys. By the way, go find yourself some fucking microphones. Look at this. Okay.
We're the Bluetooth crew tonight.
Marketplace, and remember, Presidente will be happy if they ask for 80 and you get it for 40. You'll be very happy, guys. On that note, keep up the great fucking work. Ovunque e sempre, we are fucking in the around the 6 teams Champions League. Forza fucking Milan.
Yes, thank you, guys. Don't kill the feed.
No, kick me out. Can you kick me out?
I'll kick you out. There you go. Thank you, Vinny, for joining us, man. All right, Gio. Any other last thoughts, brother, before we move on, just on our game? Just to recap, Chelsea won the group. Let me share this as well. But
I just feel happy, Fab. It's just crazy. Like last 2 weeks ago, I sent like a junk message, man, and I just want to say, like, everybody, like, who's a Patreon, not just to join, just join it, man, because you get access to the group chat, and it's cool. A lot of cool dudes. Shout out Shane. Shout out fucking Yusef, man, and shout out Kim. He on a different shit right now. He's on. It's crazy, man. He's on his aggressive stuff. Rock Nation Husney, you know him. Shout out Brandon. Always trying to diss me about the Phillies. It's all right, Brandon. Let y'all Phillies win. You think I care? I'm good. Yeah, I eliminated the Padres, and that's all that matters. And just everybody in the chat.
Let's not steer into baseball, please.
Yeah. No.
All right, so let's just move on to just talk about what happened. All right, so obviously the other game today, Juventus didn't really mean nothing, but whether they were gonna stay in the spot for the Europa League. They actually didn't lose as bad as Maccabi FIFA did, and so Juventus actually is going to at least play in Europa League. But they
Fabio, go back to that.
Hold on.
Like Juventus broke the record for a team to qualify with 3 points negative, all that to qualify to the Europa League, man. Oh my God, they're just embarrassing the league over and over again in the Champions League.
Poor Juve. What are you going to do?
Why are you showing me Susan? I don't want to see him.
All right. So the other games, which of course didn't really mean much because we knew where they were going to be. Napoli finished first of, hold on, let me find it. Group A. They beat, who were they playing? Actually, no, they lost to Liverpool. But it didn't matter. They lost 2-0. They still had enough. And
but you know what? Liverpool, they cheated, man. That goal should have stood, and they would have crumbled. Liverpool been crumbling all year, and regardless if these Twitter guys online like Sansone and all these guys like from these Napolitano, they going crazy. But hey, man, that goal should have stand. I don't know what the heck Van Disney was doing. I can't believe I can't believe that that they compare Van Disney to Maldini. Do you guys know that Maldini was balling at 17, 18 years old and Van Disney was balling out at 26? Like, how can you ever compare Van Disney to Paolo Maldini? I'm fucking tired of that shit, man. But it is what it is. Napoli, they doing their thing, and it is what it is. Like, I ain't hating, but you know, we'll get you back at the Stadio Maradona if that's what it's actually called, because y'all doing forgery over there.
All right, so let's just talk about Inter for a second. They won. Actually, did they win their game? What did they do? They lost. No, they lost. They lost, but it didn't matter anyway. They still had second place. Just to touch quickly on the other groups, Porto ended up winning Group B. The Club Group actually falling to second spot. This was the other interesting group that actually had everybody still viable at the end. Tottenham ended up winning 2-1 over Marseille, whatever the fuck that team's name. I can never say it right. Frankfurt ended up beating Sporting and ended up getting them the second spot. Of course, there's our Group B. We finished second today. Real Madrid topped the group, and Leipzig ended up finishing second. City, of course, they already had first spot locked up. Dortmund had second spot locked up as well. And then this group was really just who was going to finish 1 and 2. And Benfica had enough goals, including 2 goals at the end of the game in the last few minutes, to actually jump up and take the first spot from PSG. So interesting, man.
You know what, man? Shout out to them over there in Liga Nos. They riding for theirs and all that, but I don't know. Adrian, I don't know. He probably part of their Ponzi scheme. They have made over $500 million in buying players over the last 4 years, and they're still in a financial crisis, and they get all this money from Champions League. So I don't know what's going on over there, but man, like, to me, if we could compete like that, get young players and all that, and compete with the rest of the world, I'm happy about that. That's cool. That's a cool thing. Porto and Benfica, they get plumaged by all. They steal all their best players, 3 or 4 of them every year, and they replenish. That's what I want Milan to do. If we don't have our stadium and we have to sell every year to keep afloat and still be competitive, that's cool. Until we get that stadium, we need to do it. But you know what, Fabio? I'm gonna say it like it is, man. I've been saying for the last 5 years that Juve are the biggest embarrassment in the world. Like, they have fucking shit the bed on the whole league, and that's why Premier League fans, La Liga fans think that Serie A is shit because of them. They've been they lost to Maccabi Haifa and all that stuff, and a team that only is good known as playing basketball and all that. But it's just so crazy, man. But I'm happy tonight. We celebrating. But whoever comes, and you know what? The only team I don't really want to face is Real Madrid, because then Carlo's going to have to throw the game, and then we're going to beat them. Carlo going to do some scammer thing, and we're going to beat them like 7-6 to advance to the quarterfinal. Because you know what, Real Madrid, I need fucking Carlo back. We're doing our own version of The Last Dance next year, okay? I need Carlo back. We're doing our own version of The Last Dance.
What are you talking? We can't do that. I mean, if Yoli's doing good, now you suggested like just kicking him out next year no matter what.
Yeah, we're doing Last Dance, Fabio. We're doing Last Dance. As long as
is ESPN picking this up? I don't understand.
And now Bein Sports is picking it up.
No, not Bein Sports, please. But all right, honestly, obviously Napoli is out of the question, out of the people that finished in first, and Chelsea's out of the question. But so you're saying Real Madrid is the team you would want to or don't want to face?
The only team I don't want to face is Real Madrid, yeah. Because I don't know, like, I don't want to face Carlo, I don't want to have to smack Carlo up,
I think it's basically 50-50. There's 3 teams on there.
But City, like I said, like Pep,
3 teams.
Kaka,
No.
I'm
not entertaining this, Gio. You're saying that he's not going to play his star striker For some reason, just because you say it's a different formation tonight. No, that's not going to happen. All right, it's not. But you know what could happen? I wouldn't mind playing the wig.
Yeah, I want the wig.
He's 6. So it's probably Tottenham, and then I'd say Porto after. I think Benfica looks good, man. And they got a lot of decent players. So I would avoid.
We should steal one of them right wingers. Shit,
we
man.
should, but unfortunately, once they get to Benfica, it turns into a feeding frenzy there, and all the big clubs come and they start paying ridiculous amounts. How much did Nunez go for Liverpool?
85?
Yeah, 85. There's not a fucking chance we spend 85, even if we sold Leao. It's not gonna happen. But all right, so that's pretty much it, man. Any other last segments before we kind of move on to our Spezia preview?
Nah, Fabio, I'm just like, how you feeling about today? Like, speaking as
I'm
a
feeling
fan,
good. I'm telling you
we've been
what.
through the shit for the last 10 years, except for last year. Like, for
This
the
is a
last
beautiful
11,
thing.
12 years, it's crazy, man.
This
Like,
is a beautiful
how far
thing.
we gone?
Everybody should rejoice in the fact that we got this victory. But I'll tell you what, the part that I like the most, and I'll be 100% honest with you, is that it felt like the game was in control. My stupid picture is what people see, Gia. We really
I had to get a refill, man.
But like when we remove ourselves, we have this stupid picture of me, as you can see. Anyway, I'm sorry. That's a little behind
Question from the chat,
season.
from the boss man. A question from the chat from
What
Mark.
Okay.
What is it? What do you feel?
Can we just have a healthy squad for a round of 16? One, you should know the answer to that. Like, we never have a healthy squad. That would be great because, I mean, you're figuring by the time we play the first leg, it's going to be February. And nobody at the moment is projecting to still be in recovery by that time. We should even have, like, Florenzi, Ibrahimovic, everybody, Mike, everybody's supposed to be back by then. So let's just hope everybody heals up and we do. My question more is not just a healthy squad, but do we do anything to bolster the squad? Whether it's just for Serie A, because we're going to buy players that are already cup tied for the Champions League, or are we going to look for somebody that we can buy maybe on a club that wasn't playing in Europe that maybe is a good pickup? You know, that's my question. More honestly,
well, if we buy one that was in the
we
Champions League, buy one that was in the Champions League, oh my god! But if we buy one that was in the Champions League, that means that only say like we buy 2 players and 2 players are in the Champions League, we could only register one. That's the new rule as of like 2 years ago. So
really,
so if we go
don't get cup time,
nah, only if you buy one. So say we bought Okafor, right? And then we went to go get like Asensio from Real Madrid, the right winger. We got to choose who we want to register. The other one can't.
We're registering whoever the right winger is because that's the one we need immediately. You know, one thing I want to touch on, and I always make fun of this guy, and yes, I'm still not impressed by most things I see. And I know you're going to hear me say something because maybe I said something at the halftime, but Rebic did make the initial cross. They kind of call it like a hockey assist. It's the pass before the pass. Fucking spider. Sorry, a little bastard.
Halloween has passed, Fabio.
Yeah, well, not in my house. He crawled on my table, bastard. But anyway, so, I mean, Rebic played pretty decently today. Again, not an answer at right wing. Not something we should provoke for another game if we can avoid it. But, you know, he did decent. But Macias came in, scored a goal. Give the guy a chance if he can. I know it sounds ridiculous, but that's all I'm saying. But all right, so let's get to the Spezia game, all right? Because now we're through. We still have 3 games to go, so our attention changes back where it's supposed to be, which is on the league. Because we do not want to drop any more points. We don't need this separation to turn into more than 6 points. So let's get here. There it is. All right, so Spezia. Games on Saturday at 3:45. It's the last daylight savings games we got, and then it'll go back to 2:45. But all right, so Spezia, not in a great run of form. They lost their last 2 games, beat Brescia, tied Cremonese, lost to Monza. So this is exactly the type of team that we need to house. So how do you feel about this game? Do you think we can get ourselves back in order?
Now we got to get ourselves back, Fabio. We got to let our stars. They got to ball out on this game and stuff like that. To me, Spezia, they're a gritty team. They've always been a gritty team. They fight for the 50-50 ball. So, like I said, it's going to be the same. They're not as tough as Udine and Torino, but like if we just win those things, we just destroy Spezia, like 4-0 and stuff like that, or 5. But we got to come out to play. No more drop points. We got 9 more points to collect in the league, and let's get it. Because before that game, it's Atalanta versus Napoli. They travel to Bergamo, and hopefully that game ends up in a draw, so we get back second place if we win Spezia again, and we're only 4 points behind, and then hopefully Udine do another madness before the break, and we'll be all right. But it's time for us to get back on track. We're at home, so it's time for us. So we got to smack up Spezia. They only have 9 points. They're sitting 17, so we got to, or 16. Okay, so we gotta like negative 12 goal difference.
Negative 12. They haven't kept a clean sheet in 12 matches, so we're getting on the board. But the last time we played these games, this was the infamous game where the referee blew the whistle on Macias's goal, and then we kind of checked off for a second and let them score the game-winning goal on us. So things can happen if you're not paying attention, if you take your team lightly for a moment, or you kind of lose it. Let's click the you're damn right. Lose the 8%. Who put it?
Fabio, you know what I like about this game? Like everybody's playing that thing. So now it's like we gained a lot of our rivals gained like points on us because we lost to that whack ass Torino game now. So they got Inter, Juve, the war of the diarrheas, and then they got Lazio versus Roma, the fake war of whoever's king of Italy, but that only resides in Milan because we went in Italy and outside of Italy. But yeah, so a lot of the top teams, and then Napoli and Atalanta. So hopefully all of them get draws, and then we game on Napoli, and we gain more points off our rivals, man.
Yeah, because we need to keep pace here. Let's go to the full table so we see everything. Napoli is 6 points ahead of us. Atalanta is only 1 point ahead. Roma is 1 point behind. Lazio 2 points behind in 5th, and Inter also 2 points behind in 6th. So we can't drop any more points, because then we're in jeopardy of getting possibly jumped by 3 other teams. So, and even Juve's right there. Juve and Udinese with 22. So let's not fall asleep. Let's get the 3 points. This is the type of game, and I tell you honestly, this is the type of game that it should not be like last year. It shouldn't be 2-1. We should put our foot on this team's neck and blow them out 4-0. Like these guys give up goals, so we gotta basically take advantage of it. But nobody really to worry about. Spezia, again, still bottom 5 team of the league. This is the type of team Milan should not be having any problems with. But all right, so let's move on. That's our Spezia preview for Saturday, week 13.
So what you calling 5? Or what you saying? Like what's your scoreline?
4-0. And at this point,
4-0 too. Yeah,
I'm doing 4-0. I'm not giving them a goal. I don't give a shit. I don't want no mercy. I want us to smoke this team, because there's another team coming next week that's even worse. So we better smoke them as well. So I want to see everybody full throttle. Till you get to 3-0, I don't want to see Leal come off. I don't want to see everybody's got to play, as hard as they can, the best 11 every game, and that's it. No bullshit this time. So.
Look at this blasphemy that Fuji's is funny in the set.
Imagine Maldini celebrated after scoring on us. First of all, Daniel Maldini is probably not even going to play. So, all right, it's probably not going to happen. I don't think so. I'm just being honest, man. But 4-0 is the new 3-0. Listen, it's what we're going with. I'll take 3-0. The idea is just like today, you should have been calm and collected most of the time. Milan didn't look like they were in much danger for most of the game, and they looked like we were handling it. You know what I love most? Having a 1-goal lead, and then within the first 2 or 3 minutes, we score a second goal to let the other team know we're on it here. Now we're going to put the pedal to the metal. Listen, don't jinx it. No way. All right. I'm not a jinx because for me, I'm always calling 4-0, 3-0. Whether it happens or not, it has no difference to me. All right. That's right. That's right. That's right. You know what? Maldini actually playing. We'll see. We'll see if it actually happens. But let's move on. All right. Because we're still on a high. All right. And when Milan wins, we don't just win just us. All right. Because my Brioski this week is who Geo is saying before, after Carlos done with the last dance. He's gonna call on this guy. He's gonna come up from the Primavera and show us all how Coach Abate does. Abate's been flying with the Primavera team. They actually finished top of the Champions League group that they're in there. So he's my Brioski, man. I mean, you always sing this guy's praises. Do you not?
Fabio, man, shout out Abate. That's the Brioski. We finished top of the UEFA Champions League. I think we could win it this year. You know, we faced the two best academies in the world. You know, Salzburg. You see how they have Holland. They had a lot of ballers that had come through their academy, and then we beat Chelsea. You know, Chelsea got finished
bottom of the group.
Ballers everywhere. So. It was good, you know, to be, man. About that, he was a good player, you know, not no legend, maybe co-hero of the club, you know, played a lot of years and stuff like that. I just wish Calabria had his pace because he had pace, but it is what it is, man. Shout out to Abate. That's my Brioski too, man. We're top dogs in the we're in the UEFA Champions Youth League. And the Primavera have been sucking for the last 10 years.
Yeah, the Primavera. Listen, the Primavera.
We got a lot of talent there now.
Yeah, man, because you know what? I'm tired of seeing Broccolona being able to bring up all these young guys. You know, you're damn right I got that dog in him. Let's go. Listen, I'm going to tell you this, all right? Well, what's your indigestion? You have an indigestion? Because I got one. But I want to know if you got something different. What do you have on your indigestion?
My indigestion?
Do you have anything?
Yeah, my indigestion probably was just losing to Torino, to that bum-ass team. I'm tired. That's my only indigestion.
That's everybody's indigestion, man. But I'm talking about a real indigestion. And I'll tell you what. I need to know. How much is this guy making? How much is he making? Because this is my indigestion, all right? He's like, what is this? Who thought this was a good look? Is this pink? Has somebody altered this photo? It's not even red. I don't know.
That's knitted gear, Fabio. Knitted.
That's knitted gear?
They knitted.
I don't know.
It was knitted.
They knitted it? Like somebody's grandmother?
Yeah, like somebody's grandmother. Yeah.
No. Listen, I'll tell you what, man. Bakayoko. How much is this guy getting paid, man?
Oh, they call him Little Bo Peep, Fabio.
Little Bo Peep. You know what? You know what? Oh, I get it now. Halloween was a few days ago. He never got changed. He just went right to the stadium because he knew he wasn't going to play. So, Bakayoko looking fresh. I just hate this look. Bad look, Bakayoko. If all you're doing on the club is modeling, this can't be what you're modeling. This can't be. I don't like it. It's too like driving Miss Daisy. The fashion capital of the world. and he's walking around with your grandmother's hat on. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. He's a good-looking guy. He probably got to have some nice Milan stuff on. What the hell is he wearing this hat? I don't like it. That's my indigestion. I don't like it one bit. But all right, so that's it, right? You got no indigestion, just the Torino loss, right? All right, so let's go to our next segment. All right, where you watching Saturday? Where are you gonna be, G? 12:45 your time. Where are you watching?
We're watching. We're going Fox Hounds, baby. We're going to be out
Fox and
there.
Hounds.
Fox and Hounds. We back out there. You know, it is what it is. We out at the Hounds. Shout out to all my brothers out there. The Line Club SoCal, Jonathan, you know, Ernesto, Vartan, Jonathan, not Anthony, my bad, Milton, whole bunch of the brothers. Andrea, who went out today to the House of Football, represented the club, so shout out to him. You know, we're going to be there, Fabio. There's only 3 more games and only 2 more meetups till like 2 months, I guess. 2 months, right? Because the World Cup is like a month and a half.
Yeah.
So we're not meeting up for anything else. We're not meeting for anything else. So we're going to go meet up over there. We're going to have a good time, 12:45 on a Saturday. That's a great time out here. You know?
All right, man. So
it's going to be crazy.
Fox
and Joseph, I don't know. Joseph, you going to be there, Joseph? I know you Joseph, he worked with the doctors and all that. So I don't know if he's going to be there. But
listen, if he's saving lives, he can get there. He can get there. But if you can get there, if you're around Studio City, California, go check it out. It's on 11100 Ventura Boulevard. So 11,100, right? 11,100 Ventura Boulevard, Studio City. Go there, see Geo, see the rest of the SoCal Club. It's a great time. All right, so this is not the only place putting up there. First, I'm going to just mention New York City Club, Legends Bar, the Football Factory on 33rd Street, right across from the Empire State Building. So if you're in Manhattan, go check it out. 3:45 our time. It's going to be popping. Always is a good time. If you're in the Boston area, of course, Ducali's right across the street from the TD Garden. It's at 289 Causeway Street in Boston. Go check out the Boston Club. Great people. Mark. It's going to be a lot of great people. Again, 3:45 if you're in the area. Again, if you're watching us and you're in the S, I'm sure there will be merch to be purchased. Shout if you want. Go find Mark. All right. He's got everything. He's the man you need to see. And it's fly merchandise.
Yeah, because a lot of people have been asking me about the hats and the DM. Like, that's why don't ask me about
the hats are exclusive. You got to be an exclusive person. All right. This is like off-white level shit. You can't just buy it. It might be like $600-700 a pop. This is wild shit. You might have to buy it from the back of Mark's car. It's exclusive shit. All right. So also, if you're in the Montreal area, go check out Chicharo's. It's a great time. You know, Vinny and the rest of the boys could be there. Go check them out. Go spend your money. It's a good time. Toronto, they got Mills. So if you're in the area, go see in Toronto and all the other clubs. Detroit, Cleveland, Chicago, Phoenix, Orlando. Of course, Philly. Not always doing a meetup. You never know. But hit up Milan Club Philly, because if they do have a meetup, you cannot miss it. It's a good time. So check your local peoples, all right? Always good time to meet up with other Milan. And if you don't believe me what I mean, let me show you a little something, because this is from our brothers across the water, Milan Club Dublin, all right? If you're not around, go see it. What is it called? The Wool Shed? Geo?
Yeah, Wool Shed, you know.
Yeah, you're going to get a little this, baby.
He's on fire! Johnny's on fire! Johnny's on fire! Johnny's on fire!
It's a good time. I wish I had the whole thing, man. But that's the atmosphere you get there. So if you're in Dublin and you want to check them out, go there. Hit up the people on Instagram, on Twitter. It's great. If you're home and alone and you're looking for a date, Milan Club Tinder got you. But you just you take it easy, all right, Gio? I know you're sticking to the bed sheets.
Fabio, I want to say if you're in Toronto, you're out there hanging out with that copycat Drizzy Drake. If you're out there, and you see him with a Milan shirt, you knock him out, and you take that jersey straight out to the Mills Tap House and Grill.
Listen, don't hit Drake. He's like owns a very, very tiny portion of the team.
No. We don't want that Drake curse. That's why we take
What
the jersey
curse?
off of him.
Toronto won. There's no curse.
No. All the teams that he put on that jersey, they losers. Kentucky, they losers. You want me to start naming them, because like Drake, that's their Drake curse. So if you see Drake, you take that jersey and then you go to Toronto. You take it to the Mills Tap House. Shout out my brothers out there. Facebook Frank. Shout out Timmy. My guys out there, man, representing the club out there in Toronto. The 6666666. God, Timmy.
Asking Mukhtar.
Oh, we're in Phoenix, see?
Yo, you gotta hit up Milan Club Phoenix on
Hold on, let me see if I can find it right now. Let me.
Yeah, there. I'm not sure what the address is, but Geo will get to it. And listen, we're getting close to the end, which means one thing: we got our potting shots here. So Geo, while you're doing a little research, let's just get our.
Oh, it says it's in the Kettle Black. The Kettle Black in Phoenix, Arizona.
In Phoenix, just Google it. It's a couple of guys meeting up. Let's grow that club. So if you're in Phoenix, go check them out. It's great. It's a great atmosphere, no matter where you are, to go meet up and watch with other Milan guys. Drake is going to giving Maldini shoulder massages on that sidelines. No. Listen, all I know is that our club has a lot of good hype around it. We made it into the knockout round. That's all that's important. All right, G, you got your drink? You ready for some party?
Right there. DM Nico on Twitter.
Come on. That's right. Hit Nico up on Twitter, baby. Come on. All right, G. You know what it is. Parting shot time, baby. Let's go. What you got? What's your parting shot?
I got the happy day or whatever. I'm going to down it. But you know what? Today was a great day, man. It's like we letting Europe know, especially the Premier League team, that we're here to go. Where CDK is like reaching his potential, and a right winger's like high potential of being back on top of the world. I feel it. I know that we have all the talent. We got a lot of raw talent, especially on the team. So we're like CDK reaching his potential, and a right winger, whoever it is, coming up here in the Milan to reach the potential. But I just want to say, like I've been saying every week, man, my parting shot is always like, if you have a chance if you're in New York City, go down to Legends Bar. If you're out there in Boston, shout out to my brother Mark out there. Go to Ducali's, they serving up the best pizza in town, a block away from TD Garden. So if you want to go watch a Milan game and then you go watch the Celtics, go do that. And then shout out to us out there here in Milan Club SoCal. We're getting bigger by the time, and it's cool, man. We're gonna be at Fox and Hounds. Just meet up with your local club if you can.
Meet up with your people.
Just start one. Start one, man.
Start one. You're damn right. That's all it takes.
Milan, we the biggest club in Italy. I'm sorry. I know in Italy, Juve rule the world. They're like the Dallas Cowboys. But outside of Italy, we pick it up. It is what it is. Just join your club, because once again, until we get a right winger, we're gonna push these guys over the top. And that's what it is. My parting shot, and we drinking happy day.
Baby. Listen. My parting shot. All right. You ain't a real one. All right. They just shook ones, baby. We ain't scared of nobody. I don't give a shit who is the person or team we draw, because we are Milan, all right? If you want to be the best in this competition, you play whoever's in front of you, and you beat them. And after you beat them, there's another good team right behind the way. And you got to do it 4 more times to be a champion, all right? So it doesn't matter who we're drawing. I'm going to be confident. I know we're going to do something in January. We're going to get all our boys back. And when we come back in 2023, we are going to be strong and we're going to be a problem. All right? So just enjoy yourself, Milan fans, because today is a celebration. 8 years without reaching the knockout stage, and we have done it. All right? Juve is the biggest club in Italy, which is why Italy is a mess right now. You know what? Fucci and Funyuns, when you're right, baby. You know what? Juve might be the best club, biggest club in the world, but the best club in Italy is still Milan. All right? And until we get knocked off, I don't want to hear it. All right? Ladies and gentlemen, that is our show. As always, me and Geo always appreciate you coming here and spending your Wednesday nights with us. Do us a solid. Be classy. Hit that goddamn like button. And subscribe to the channel if you're not. All right? Leave a comment if you're watching it later. But it's all great. And if you want to contribute to the channel, our Patreon, our merch is in the link. Check the descriptions. We got it all there, baby. And if you want to see me and Geo on Twitter, on other things, you just go. It's in the link. It's in the description, man. Come on. You know what's to do. Geo, any last words?
You know what, man, Five, like, it's just crazy, man. Like, the love everywhere that I get, you know, whether it's from Boston, New York, it's just crazy. And that's what this familyhood is all about, you know. I know we got a lot of, a lot of guys out there. We got our girlfriends or we got our wives and stuff like that. So just hit us up with a follow, subscribe to the channel. I know sometimes y'all want to let your Steve on, the steam off, then join the Patreon. Come join us on the group therapy session. Talk your stuff, man, and represent what you feel.
Shit,
and
baby,
we don't mute nobody. We don't disconnect nobody. We let them speak their stuff, man. Like last week I was enemy number one. Now everybody wanted. Now a lot of podcasts want to write off Geo. Geo got to take the first hit. So a lot of podcasts I see now they talking about Leal. Now they're talking about layout, but it is what it is, and that's why I like.
You keep saying Holland's not going to play. They're going to make us get drug tested. Presidente is going to be like, you guys are too much stuff. Somebody's getting a drug test. We're going to be in big trouble, Gio, all right? Guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you're here next week on Wednesday night with me and Gio. We'll be breaking down the midweek game. And, of course, Monday night, catch Vinny and Steve live on Milan Weekly Podcast at 9 o'clock, all right? So, and also Saturday, you know there's a therapy session, all right? Call your doctor, get your prescription, get in there. If you're part of Patreon, make sure you're there. If you're not a part of Patreon, what are you waiting for? Come be a part of the family. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have a great night. Ovunque e sempre.
Forza Milan.
Forza Milan. Good night, everybody.